Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla. We watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new REV'IT Xena 2 jacket, available at RevZilla.com. As you can see to my left, I have Side Hustle, and she is wearing the REV'IT Xena 2, new for the spring of 17. This is the black, white, red version. You can also see that she's wearing the new Xena 2 pants. Yes, this is the most technical leather jacket for ladies in the REV'IT line, redefined for 2017. It is the top half of a lady's race suit. You can absolutely take it to the track if you want to go two-piece, but it also has a removable thermal liner, and it is really set up for 3-season warm to hot weather riding on the street in an extremely technical fashion. The big change moving into 17, outside of some of the light styling cues, which I'll talk about that streamline it a little bit, is now they've gone CE level 2. So this is a sub $500 premium leather jacket for ladies that's using C-Flex, which is REV'IT's premium armor, CE level 2, in your shoulders as well as in your elbows and forearms. It's temp stable, ventilated, flexible, and very comfortable. This is the big leap forward we saw over top of Nox Flex Form, Pro Life, which typically were the premium armors we saw in the past that did not carry that CE level 2 standard. And again, they're even asymmetrical. This is a lady's left shoulder. The right shoulder is going to be slightly differently shaped, and you do have a different shape for your elbows and forearms. Again, that's the big upgrade outside of some of the stylistic changes, again, for this Apex Predator in the ladies' leather jacket realm from REV'IT. Now, quick note on sizing, and I'm going to work its way down front to back. To my left, Side Hustle. Her real name is Lindsay. We just have to tell you that. 5'8", 140. She's wearing a size 38. And you can see we have it zipped to the pants. It is meant to be a race fit. It's meant to be comfortable when you're in the tuck or the 3/4 position, more aggressive riding. A little bit of adjustability in the hips, but other than that, the stretch paneling is really what's going to keep it mobile and adjustable without having explicit cinching anywhere else. And you'll see that stretch paneling come in the collarbone, down along the arms, inside of the bust, and into the back. Again though, fit scheme, sport to race, much more aggressive. The sizing didn't throw us, consistent with last year's version. Again, this year it was really a style change coupled with the new armor scheme. Use the size chart. We'll ship free over 39 bucks. And as always, click our logo, subscribe to RevZilla on our YouTube channel. Leave me your comments, your questions, your feedback on the new Xena 2. Now, if we dive into some of the new Xena 2 features and we think about some of the things that carried over, think about premium Monaco cowhide. That's race grade. It's 1.2 millimeter. You're also going to have safety stitching throughout. Again, that's what allows you to get it to the track. And we've already talked about the amount of stretch on this jacket. But remember, that stretch is going to allow for flexibility, especially in the tuck, but it's also going to provide some airflow. So you do have the ability to get some additional ventilation without there being explicit vents. Now, if we look at the jacket itself, working our way from the collar down, premium at the collar, it's going to be the tricot lining. It's nice and soft against your skin. If you're on the track, you're going to be sweating. It's going to be warm. Some perforation and punctuation as you work your way in. You can see it along the front. We talked about the ventilation down along the sides of the bust and into the arms. And I will tell you, if you look from an aesthetic standpoint, you can see some of the color blocking change. But one of the things they did is they took the muscles out of this jacket. The previous version had big, almost quilting that worked its way into the shoulders, and you saw it along the side. You'll see it when Lindsay turns sideways. What they've done is they've streamlined this. They've either removed it altogether or they've made the stitching a little bit narrower, closer together. It's a little bit more of a feminine line. Also down along the bust, you're going to see some of these slashes that work their way into the white here. That is new for the Xena 2 moving into 17. Basic hand warmer pockets. Notice they're giving you the big zipper pull up here at the top, and you're going to be able to cover that zipper and keep it where it's supposed to be. And then if we look, it's very much a race style cuff, which is going to be on the interior here. Auto-locking, YKK goes back, it opens up fully, and you're going to see neoprene here, which again, neoprene at the collar, working its way in with that tricot liner, and then here at the cuff as well, which is going to be soft in an area that's going to collect some sweat. It might begin to chafe, again, keeping things comfortable. You're going to look at the inside too, with that vest liner working its way around the torso. In the arms, there's no removable liner. You really just have that basic premium mesh. Go ahead and zip that down. Medial side connection, which is going to cover up that zipper. Again, well suited for a race gauntlet. Now turn and face that way for me, Lindsay. If we look at the side of the jacket, we already talked about the armor for a bit. Again, that big upgrade there. You're also going to see this hexagonal pattern working its way into the humerus, so the mid bicep and tricep. Again, just adding a little bit of style. Back side of the elbow still has that big bi-elasticated leather panel, which again gives you great range of motion when you're in the riding position. And if we look down along the side, these were those more feminine lines I was talking about, where they took the big, more masculine quilting away, and they've just refined it and streamlined it as it works its way down. You can also see you also have a big area of pull with a big Velcro cinch working its way front to back, giving you the ability to fine tune it depending on how you're built. Lindsay, turn backwards for me. If we look at the back, this would take a Seasoft type RV. You'd buy that separately to upgrade and get your CE level protection in the back. You're going to want to do that, especially if you're getting to the track. Top of the collar is still going to be that great neoprene. Again, especially on the back side of the neck where it might interface with your helmet if you're in the tuck position. No sport, no race hump here, giving you the ability to wear this on the street very comfortably. A lot of times if you go sport or race hump and it's a crossover item, it becomes very polarizing for street riding. Remember, REV'IT still makes high-end race suits for ladies, so if you want to go full on track without the two-piece option, you can go that direction. And one of the other additions in the new Xena 2 is going to be this EVA foam panel down at the small of the back with the REV'IT logo on top of it. We still had that REV'IT logo in the previous version, but now we've got another added area of protection down here along the back, just giving you a little bit more room to breathe if you happen to go down, a little bit more separation between the ground and your body. And again, we talked about these elasticated panels on the back side of the arm, but you can see they're fully baked there as well. Come back around to the front for me. Let's open it up. So if Lindsay opens up the Xena 2, you'll see on the interior, notice as she gets to the bottom there, that's a cover for the bottom of the zipper, that termination point, so it doesn't scratch your tank. Notice the quilting and embossing as you open it up. REV'IT gets the details right in many cases. Opening it up, you're going to see it is a circumferential zipper along this micro ripstop vest liner. It is a very thin liner. Open it up from that side for me. We'll zip it up this way. Oh, we got gold chains working today. I see it. Now, if we open it up on that side, you're going to see you're allowed to laugh. It's fine. You're going to have mesh on the inside of the jacket when you get the liner out of the way. So again, if you fully remove your liner in hotter weather riding scenarios, or especially at the track, you basically get that airflow promoting mesh, which allows it to wick sweat away and allow you to breathe a little bit better. No Napoleon pockets on the inside. Let's make sure there's not one on this side as well. If we come along to this side, actually I'd have to go up and over, but it does look like the Extreme. There's the Napoleon pocket I was looking for. REV'IT has reversed it, as the Europeans typically do for ladies apparel, but you can see it here. There's going to be your Napoleonic stash pocket on the inside. And before we zip it back up, you can see I was mistaken earlier. I called out the mesh liner. It's neoprene actually all the way over the top and inside. So that neoprene does the best job of wicking sweat away and making sure it doesn't chafe you if you happen to be sweating profusely, as you would be if you're working hard on the bike in a track day riding scenario. So keep in mind, big step forward on the Xena 2 is going to be the armor upgrade with a style refinement. Now watch the detail breakdown video on the pants. You'll notice that we have it connected to the ladies' Xena 2 pants, in which they made even more changes, most notably the fit pattern. It's going to be a little bit more comfortable and flexible moving into 17, but that is a separate video. The next step in your journey, you can zip it back up, is to click the info button, your desktop, your mobile device. Visit the product detail page for the Xena 2. Read other lady rider reviews. You shouldn't just take my word for it. As always, we'll ship free over 39 bucks. If you want to talk to a gear geek, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown. Remember, subscribe to us at RevZilla on our YouTube channel. Stay up to date with our opinion, the latest and greatest in the motor universe. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.